Hey everyone, I'm out here in the garage and what we're going to be doing today is finishing the exhaust install and the timing belt installation on the 2008 Acura MDX. So stay tuned. So if you're new to the channel, just want to welcome you here and hopefully you'll consider subscribing if you like what you see. Also, check out Car Apprentice on Instagram, X, and Facebook. I post lots of pictures and videos on those platforms before I post anything on YouTube. And occasionally I'll post things on those platforms I don't post on YouTube. Also, check out the website at carapprentice.com. And don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. So I mentioned in the last video that I was going to be doing a valve adjustment, but that's not going to happen in this video. This is going to be a little bit shorter video than I wanted to make, because I really haven't had a whole lot of time to edit videos in the last couple weeks. So we're going to finish the exhaust installation and reinstall the timing belt in this video. So, let's get into it. Alright, so I figured I'd go ahead and put the exhaust back together. So I'm going to put this cap back on the front. Here's our Velcro gasket. This side goes up against the cat. And our nuts. And I'll run that down, 12 millimeters. Okay. Torque spec is 23 foot-pounds. And the last one over here. Alright, so I've got the A pipe here. I'm going to take these gaskets out. So there's 3 of them. Screwdriver. Looks fairly clean. You may want to get a wire brush and clean that out a little bit, but it looks pretty good. There we go. Wow, that one fought. Alright, so there are gaskets that come in the Velcro kit for the cat converter that goes here and the one that goes here. For some reason I can't find them. They're probably buried under something. There's a lot of stuff in the garage. I already do have the Honda part though, so I'll just use these. This one is 18212 SA7003. So flat side down. Yeah, I like the fitment on Honda parts anyway, so that's fine. And this one on the end. This one is 18393 SDB A00. This one does not look like it has a flat side. This side seems more flat. I'm not sure if you can pick that up. It's got a little ridge right there. So I'm going to put that side down. And perfect fitment. So I've had trouble with non-Honda exhaust gaskets in the past. So I'm glad I decided to go with the Honda gaskets anyway. So we'll go ahead and install this on the car. Here are the nuts we're going to use. 90212 SA5003. I have a ton of these nuts, so I was not worried about running out of them. Alright, so I'm picking up where most of you are going to leave off. Remember, I took the A pipe out because we had a leak on the oil pan. So if you don't have a leak on your oil pan, you're most likely not going to take the A pipe fully out. You're just going to disconnect it from the cats, both the rear cat and the front cat. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that I cannot get the A pipe on the rear cat and the front cat at the same time. The studs are not lining up. So what I did is I loosened the nuts above for the front cat, and I could move it just a little bit to get the studs to line up here and for the rear cat at the same time. Also, don't forget to put this bracket back on the rear cat and the oil pan. So you tighten that down with a 12mm to 16 foot-pounds. If you do not put this back on and you put this pipe up, put the A pipe back up there, you will not be able to get this back on. At least it won't be very easy. Okay, so I'm going to finish putting the exhaust back together. I just put the bracket on above the differential and then put the differential hose back on the bracket. On in the front. Let's get that started at least so it doesn't come off again. Same thing back there. I'll throw one nut on. Okay, so I think those are not going anywhere. Alright, so before I go too far, I think I'm going to try to get this rubber piece back on this stud here. Go ahead and grab that with the screwdriver. Pull it down. A little bit of silicone inside of here would help too. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to tighten all these nuts down. Nuts for the front cat and the rear cat to 40 foot-pounds. 14mm. The cat's done. Alright, that's done. So you need to go up above, tighten the nuts down on the cylinder head for this front cat, and that's about it. Alright, so I'm going to put the lower plate back in. This thing was covered in grease, so I had to use some 91% alcohol to dissolve that grease. Looks pretty good. So you need 4 brand new bolts. Part number is 90165 S3V A00. Alright, so the plate is back in place. I thought it was a little more forward, but actually it's way back here. So I'm going to tighten these down to 40 foot-pounds with a 14mm. Alright, so I've got the new timing belt and the old timing belt. So all I did was right here where it says front. I just made a mark on here. Where's the front one? It is right there. Just lined them up. So again, old, new. There's front. Rear's over here somewhere. So crank mark there. And on this belt here. This is a Gates Unita belt, which is exactly what Honda sells. So right back here it says Gates Unita T329. And on the belt also it says right there, made in Japan. So I got this one at O'Reilly's for $40. If you buy them through the dealer, you're going to pay quite a bit more. I lined up the timing belt on the front camshaft pulley, then temporarily secured it with a zip tie. So I'm going to pull the belt down. So there's our crank mark right there. You can see the mark right here. And think I got it now. Let's see. 2 marks are lined up there. I need to get it on that idler now. There we go. So we've got the crank done, we've got the idler done, and we've got the front camshaft done. Alright, so I've got a ratchet, long handle ratchet with a 17. I'm routing the belt underneath here, so underneath the water pump. And then it is going to go on this pulley over here, and then we will pull it onto the adjuster after that. Timing mark is coming around, one more tooth. All right, yep, see it jumped. Go back the other way now. I can get it right on there. I think that's it right there. Yep, there it is right there. It is on. The rear camshaft should not move now we have the belt on. Looks like it's lined up pretty well. Just need to get the belt on this last pulley. I think that did it. Alright, so we're going to tighten down the idler pulley bolt. So the idler pulley bolt is right there. I've run it down a little bit already. We just need to tighten it down with a 14 millimeter to 33 foot-pounds. Okay. Then we need to pull our pin next on our tensioner. Right there. That's something I did incorrectly in the Honda Pilot video. I forgot to leave this in, the rod back here, before I pulled the pin. So that made it a lot more difficult. You can take the rod out in the back. There we go. Sorry if you hear the furnace in the background. It is really cold. I usually like to have the furnace off while I'm filming out here, but it's chilly today. I am going to turn the crankshaft 5 or 6 times. So I got the pulley back on with the bolt. Made a mark right here on the pulley. As you can see, I've uncovered the cylinder head and made sure there's nothing inside of here that's going to get caught up on any valves or anything. And so we should be good. So I'm going to spin this over 5 or 6 times and see where our timing is. Hopefully the timing will line up correctly and the belt will have settled into position and we should be good to proceed. There's one. There's 5. I think we need to go one more time to make sure the timing is right. Okay, let me take a quick look. Or go much further. This one looks like it's lined up. And this one looks lined up. And our arrows are lined up. So our timing looks pretty good. Alright, so there is our front crankshaft pulley. Marks look good. There's a rear camshaft pulley. You can see the cover mark and the pulley mark are lined up. And there's the crankshaft. You can see the arrows are lined up there. Perfect. Alright, so there you have it. The timing belt's installed on the Acura MDX. As you saw, that rear cylinder head gave us a little bit of trouble, but we already knew that going in. We're going to have to try to figure out how to finagle that a little bit. Got that done, and we'll just keep moving on. So hopefully this information was helpful, and thanks for watching.